Welcome to Baharam English 99 channel. Have you ever really stopped to think about the letter A? I mean, it seems so basic, right? The very first letter of the alphabet. But it's actually hiding a whole bunch of secrets. Today, we're going to be linguistic detectives. We're going to crack the code of the letter A.
So take a good look. It's just A. But here's the big question for today. How many different sounds does this one single letter actually make? You might think 1, maybe 2. Oh, you are in for a surprise.
Look, we all know the sound from words like cat, man, or apple. That's the one we learn in kindergarten. Simple. But what about the ah in the word about? Or water? Or how about able? Those are completely different sounds coming from the exact same letter. Now, that's not a mistake. That's our first big clue that there's something deeper going on with English. So here's our game plan for cracking this thing. First, we're going to look at the 8 paradox. Then we'll round up the usual suspects. After that, we'll dive into the sound-alikes, uncover the unstressed secret, and finally, we are going to put it all together and crack this code. Okay, first stop, the A paradox. This gets right to the heart of one of the biggest rules in English. What you see, the spelling, is not always what you get, the sound. I want you to really let this sink in. Written English is letters. Spoken English is sounds. They're two different things. Think of a letter, like our friend A, as just a symbol. It's not the sound itself, it just represents a sound. Or, in this case, a bunch of different sounds. Once you get this idea, English pronunciation starts to make so much more sense. All right, let's move on to section 2, the usual suspects. These are the 2 A sounds that you're probably most familiar with, the ones we all learn first. First up, we have the short ah, the ah sound. It's in cat, apple, black. It's that classic wide-open sound. To make it, you just open your mouth, keep your tongue low and flat. Ah, cat. You got it. And here's its partner, the long A, or the A sound. Now, the easiest way to remember this one is that it sounds exactly like the name of the letter itself, A. You hear it in words like cake, pay, or date. So the question is, how do you know when to use the short sound versus the long one? Well, here's a huge clue, the magic E. This is pretty cool. If you take a word like car, it's got a different A sound, but add a silent E at the end, and it becomes care. That E magically changes the vowel sound. It's a really powerful pattern to look for. Okay, section 3. This is where things get really interesting. We're calling this the sound-alikes, because this is where the letter A acts like a total chameleon, changing its sound to copy the letters around it. Just check this out. Put an R after the A, and you often get that deep ah sound, like in car. Put an L or a W next to it, and it becomes an aw sound, like in call or water. And get this. In words like what or watch, the A sounds just like a short O. It's incredible. It just borrows whatever sound it needs. You're hearing us from Baharam English channel, and this stuff is just fascinating.
Go on. Try saying this sentence out loud. Ready? I want to watch you wash my yacht. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but you can clearly hear how the A and want, watch, and wash all have that same short O sound. That's the sound-alike principle in action.
We are getting so close. Now it's time for section 4. And let me tell you, this is the big one. We're about to reveal the single most important sound in the entire English language. This is the master key. And here it is, the #1 most common vowel sound in all of spoken English. It's called the schwa. Phonetically, it looks like an upside-down E. And once you know what to listen for, you will hear it absolutely everywhere. So what on earth is a schwa? It's simply a short, weak, totally relaxed sound. It's the laziest sound you can make. Just relax your jaw, relax your tongue. That's it. It's the default sound for any syllable that isn't stressed. Think of the A in about, or the A in sofa. It's not about, it's about. That's the schwa. The word banana is the perfect example. Listen for the energy, the stress. Banana. The stress is right in the middle, so that middle A gets a clear sound. But what about the first and last A? They're unstressed. They're weak. So they become the schwa. It's pronounced banana. Understanding this is everything for getting the natural rhythm of English. Okay, this is it. Section 5. We've gathered all our clues. It's time to assemble all the pieces and finally crack the A code wide open.
So let's do a quick recap. That one little letter A can be the short sound in has, the broad ah in father, the long A in may, the air sound in share, the ah sound in all, and, of course, our secret weapon, the schwa, in an. That is amazing, right? At least 6 sounds from one letter. You're hearing us from Bahram English Channel, where we love to break this stuff down.
And now, behold, the master sentence that uses almost all of them. Read it with me. An average father may share all he has. Let's break it down. An is the schwa. Average is the short A. Father is the broad ah. May is the long A. Share has that unique air sound. All has the ah sound. And has gets us back to the short A. The whole code solved in one sentence. So, if you only remember one thing from today, please let it be this. To really master English pronunciation, you have to stop reading letters and start hearing sounds. The letters are just a guide, but the real language, the real music, it's in the sounds. Which leaves us with one last thing to think about. All this crazy complexity in English spelling, is it a bug? A mistake we're all stuck with? Or is it a feature? Something that shows the incredibly rich and complicated history of the language. It's something to think about, isn't it? Thank you for being with us until the end of this video. Please be sure to subscribe to the Bahram English 99 channel and give us energy with your likes and comments. Share your comments with us and send the video to your loved ones so that others can also use it.